This is the book of Second Esdras, 6 and verse 9. It reads, it says, for Esau is in the world, Jacob getting fallen. Shalom, first and foremost. I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Kokadash. In the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lost Mokadash tongue. I say Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson in the book of Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. It's going to be titled Sit-Down Lessons from the Apocryphal Books of the Holy Scriptures. And this is the book of Second Esdras, 6 and verse 9, from the Apocryphal Books of the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, for Esau is in the world, and Jacob beginneth that follow. Right, so Jacob beginneth that follow. So Jacob going to be the next rule, and Esau king's follow. Especially, the story between Jacob and Esau. Genesis, the 25th chapter. So Esau is the progenitor of the so-called red people, the Edomites, Idumea, Ashash, he that wasted away. And Jacob was a plain man that dwelt in tents, because Jacob was a dark-skinned man. Esau was a so-called red man, which is an Edomite, modern day today. Because the Edomites, they different shades of red, and Jacob, the sons of Jacob, different shades of brown. So that's the characteristic between Jacob and Esau. Bring it out for edification's sake. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25, and verse 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garter, and calling his name Esau, right? Esau, Edomites. Genesis 25, verse 26. It says, and after that came out his brother and took hold on Esau hill. It says his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was threescore years old when she bare him. Genesis 25, verse 27. And the boys grew out, and Esau was a cunning hunter and man in the field. Right, that's the characteristic of the so-called red people, the Edomites, different shades of red. It said, right, because Esau is a cunning hunter, because the red people that you see on planet Earth today, they got that characteristics. And they got that from their forefather Esau, It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter and a man in the field. And Jacob was a plain man, right? So the sons of Jacob, because Jacob was a plain man, because Jacob was a dark-skinned man, that's the forefathers of the Israelites, Jacob. In the Edomites, the Hebrew Edomites are the house of Esau, and the Hebrew Israelites are the house of Jacob. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man in the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. So that's the characteristic between Jacob and Esau, because Jacob was a dark-skinned man, and Esau was a man of different shades of red. Genesis 25, verse 28. And Esau and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his vintage, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Genesis 25, verse 29. And Jacob saw Potish, and Esau came from the field, and he fainted. Genesis 25, verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, that same red pottage, and I faint. Therefore his name was called Edom, right? Idumea, Ishashua, wasted away his heat. Genesis 25, verse 31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. Genesis 25, verse 32. It says, and Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and one prophet shall this birthright do to me. Verse 33. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore to him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Right. So Jacob got his birthright. So to this day, Esau sold his birthright to his brother Jacob. Genesis 25, verse 34, the Wadi Habashimashah. Genesis 25, verse 34. And then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage and lentils. He did eat it and drink and rose up and went his way. And thus Esau despised his birthright. Right, so Esau despised his birthright still to this day. Esau been blessed with the sword. Because one kingdom should be translated to another. So Esau kingdom is falling. Jacob go in the next world. So I just want to get a little brief story on that Jacob and Esau for edification's sake. Now I'll get back to that second Esdras. Second Esdras 6 and verse. Let me start at verse 7. Yep, second Esdras 6 verse 7. Then answer I say, what should be the part in sundry times? Or when should be in beginning of that follow? Right, so Esdras, the prophet Esdras was mentioned about the end times that he spoke to the angels during his times. Second Esdras 6 verse 8. And he say unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac and Jacob. And Esau was born of him. Jacob's hand had first hail of Esau. Second Esdras 6 verse 9. For Esau is in the world, Jacob getting fallen. Right, so Esau is in the world, Jacob getting fallen. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying of second Esdras 6 verse 9. And right along with the precepts that helped me along the way. So with that, hopefully this was edifying of second Esdras 6 verse 9. That was the title of the sit down lesson. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Wakakadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Ba'Hashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, while I came Aqua, until the next time I would say Shalom.